Welcome back everybody to the series of videos for our Maze Coding Challenge, and this is day 1. This is video 3, and we're dealing with challenge number 3. And in challenge number 3, what I'm asking you to do is change the colors of some of the walls and allow the cat or the sprite to pass through some of the walls, but not all of them. Add a new element of the game. So let's jump back into Scratch. And when we left off, we were at this point, looking at our cat up here at the top. Our cat could move through the maze, but not pass through the walls. In order to edit the walls, I'm going to go ahead and click on my backdrop. I'm going to move up here and make sure that I hit backdrop. And I'm now allowed to edit the maze. To make it a little bit easier on myself, I am going to zoom in just because of how small the maze is, and I'm going to make some lines. Let's make the first one red, and I'm going to draw my line while holding the shift key, which will make it go pretty much straight up and down. The weight is about 10. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to click on it and just use my arrow keys on my keyboard, up, down, left, right, and that will move it where I want it. We'll copy paste and put a second one maybe here. And by the way, notice I'm using the arrow key. This is the select tool. That's what's letting me move it. If you have any of the other tools selected, you won't be able to move it. Alright, I'm going to copy this one and paste over in that area so that I can continue moving it through the maze. Let's copy this one and paste it. I'm using Control C and Control V to copy and paste. Let's go ahead and put one more red one in here. And if I want to, I can use my tool here, hold shift, it's that little arrow on the bottom, and I can rotate it. Maybe let's rotate this one just for a different effect. I'm holding shift to keep it straight. Alright, so let's zoom out. The path our sprite has to go is down through here and up through there and through here and out. So it's going to pass through 2 red ones. Good. What I want to do now is I'm just going to copy one of these and I'm going to start adding blue ones. So let's change our color to blue. And I want to make sure that I'm putting these in places where the cat will not go, because this is going to be the color that we put through to stop the cat. So maybe here, be a little pointless there. Control C, Control V, and put one here. And again, there's no science to what I'm doing. I'm just grabbing a few spots, hold my shift key, grabbing a few spots to put some blue on it. And now we have different colors on our maze, and just running it through my head, the cat's going to go through that red, down through here, through that red, up through here, through that red. Whoops, there's a blue here that's going to be in the way. So let's move that blue. Let's move it up here with my select tool. That'll be out of the way. Let's go back and check our path again. So through that red, down here, through that red, over, through here, and out. Okay, so our cat has to be able to pass through red, and we want it not to pass through blue. So let's code this in. So here's our code for video 2, our code for stopping the cat from going through the maze. And we said if we press the green flag, then forever anytime we press the up arrow key, move 10, and anytime it's touching black, move -10. So in other words, stop. We're going to use the exact same plan to let it go through the red and not the blue. So here's the trick to this, guys. If we don't code the red, it can go right through it because we have nothing saying stop. But we want it to stop on the blue. So we're going to say if touching, use our eyedropper, the color blue, then we're going to do the same thing here, change Y by -10. So to explain this, remember that when we hit our keyboard up, we move up 10, but if we hit black, we move back 10, so it looks like we're staying still. And if we're pushing up and we hit blue, we also move back 10, so it looks like we're staying still. Now I can speed this process by just duplicating this, so I'm going to pull that piece of code out, and I could make new ones, it's not that big a deal. I'm going to right click and do duplicate and stick that in here, except this time we're clicking down. So we're going to want to go up 10. Over here, since we're dealing with X, I'm going to just go ahead and recreate it very quickly. And I'm going to say if touching blue, using my eyedropper, if touching blue, then change X, because this is going to the right, then change X by -10. And just very quickly, I'll pull this code out, right click and duplicate, and paste it down with the left arrow key, at which point we will want it to move 10. So now we have changed our code. I'll show this one clearly. We have changed our code so that if we hit black, we don't go through it. If we hit blue, we don't go through it. Let's hit our green flag now. We can go directly through the red, but we can't go through the blue or the black. And that, guys, is how you code this. So right through the red and right out of our maze. All right, as always, if you have questions, contact me. And this will wrap up challenge number 1. So good job if you've been following along and getting it to work.